Okay, so this video is about a very non-issue, since I only really see a couple of people saying this, but regardless, I'm curious and I want to know where this is coming from because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But I see a lot of people saying that the Rex Nia Pythra triangle is a polycule, which I don't really understand how that's the case. Now, a polycule is when someone is part of a polycule, it means they have multiple partners who also have multiple partners, and some of those partners may even overlap. So it's basically just a polyamorous relationship where everyone in the relationship has different partners. So in this case, people are saying that Rex is with Pythra and Nia, but that means Nia is also with Pythra, and that's what I have an issue with. Not really an issue, but what I'm confused about. Where are people getting from that Nia is also with Pythra and not just Rex, okay? This doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, as Nia and Pythra don't really interact ever. They have like 2 interactions total throughout all of Xenoblade 2, so I don't really understand this. The two being the one scene in Morardain where the obligatory bathtub scene where Nia says Mythra has a nice bod, which, I mean, she does. She's not lying. Mythra does have a very nice body, okay? What? Mythra does have a nice body, and that doesn't necessarily mean that Nia has feelings for her. You can compliment somebody without having any type of inclination or any type of like ulterior motives. You can compliment someone just to compliment them. You don't have to compliment someone meaning something else. You can just give someone a compliment and just have it be that. So just because Nia said Mythra has a nice body doesn't necessarily mean anything. And see, the difference between me and Nia is that Nia, yeah, she thinks Mythra has a nice body, and that's cool. Nia said it as a compliment, but me, no, I need all of that. I need all that Mythra body all to myself. That's all me. I need all of Mythra.
Pervert.
Now that being horny for Mythra on main is done for the day, the second time they interacted was in Tantal when Nia was all up on Pyra, and that's really easily explained as they were in the coldest area in all of Allrest, as far as we know. It was fucking frigid there, and Nia was cold, so she cuddled up on Pyra, since she is a fire blade, so she radiates heat more than anyone else there, so she was clinging onto Pyra to keep warm. And even Pyra said, "I'm not your personal heater, And even Dromark was like, "Oh, my lady, if you require warmth, why not take some from me?" She was like, "No way, what the fuck did you say? Your fur gets all stiff and spiky in the cold. It'll be murder on my sensitive skin." Bro, I swear, the way she says murder there is, the way Nia says murder there is be murdered on my sensitive, it's great. I didn't appreciate Welsh accents as much as I do until I played Xenoblade. I swear, bro, I swear, Nia's voice, and then especially Mio, bro, Mio's voice is just heaven. Music to my ears. It's like an angelic symphony. Okay, every time Nia or Mio speaks, I am entranced, enchanted, all right? Locked in euphoria. But regardless, Nia only really interacts with Pythra twice ever, those 2 times. So I don't really see how that makes them a polycule. And I mean, if it's headcanon, then sure, that's fine. I don't have a problem with headcanons. My issue is when people try to push headcanons as fact, as like if they're actually real, like confirmed canon information, because that's dangerous, because that's just blatant misinformation spreading. And sure, I'll spread misinformation on Twitter, but that's for 2 reasons. One, because it's just satire, it's not serious, it is very obviously just satire shit posting. And 2, it's fucking Twitter. You can really say anything on Twitter and people will eat that shit up. It's fun to just fuck with Twitter since people on there are so gullible. But pushing headcanons as fact is just dangerous. Stop doing that shit, okay? I mean, it's fun to have headcanons as long as you make it like say that it's a headcanon. It's not try to push at a straight up fact and then attack people who call you out on that shit. I fucking hate that. I hate Twitter. But yeah, I don't really see how it's a polycule. Like I said, this is a very non-issue. This matters zero. It just doesn't matter at all. I'm just confused on where people are getting this from, and I would genuinely like to know why people are saying this. Like, I'm not trying to attack anyone. I'm just curious. I'm genuinely curious where people are getting this from, because it makes no sense to me. Nia and Pythra barely interacted, and just because Nia is with Rex doesn't necessarily mean that she's with Pythra either. And even then, okay, there was this one comment on my my most recent video that actually made me make this video. I thought of this video idea because of this comment I'll read here. It's this comment here by Pumpkin Pie. It's a lot, I know, but I'll read it. It says, I had around 196 hours playtime in Xenoblade 1 and 270 hours in Xenoblade 2, and I loved them. That is till Xenoblade 3 came out and just ruined the whole series for me. And yes, it was all because of that stupid photo. It's the same photo. The main thing about Xenoblade 2, besides gameplay and exploration, was Rex, Pyra, Mythra, the whole story, and how each of them grew only for Xenoblade 3 to come out and just ruin it by adding Nia to the mix. She's clearly the third wheel, and it ruins the story for me. What makes it worse is how everyone on the internet says that Nia is with Pyra and Mythra as well, and it's just weird. Like, they only ever show interest in Rex and no Nia. Nia being cold in the coldest part of the world and hugging Pyra because she's a fireblade doesn't mean she loves her, nor is being jealous of Mythra body in the spall when it's clearly an anime thing meant as a joke means she loves Mythra. I don't know, people say it's not a harem game, but that's what I think Xenoblade 2 is now, and it sucks. I wish I could get rid of this game from my mind and forget I ever loved the series. Still a fan of the other games like Gears of Saga, Baton. I don't know why Baton Kaitos is in there. But as for Xenoblade, yeah, I never want to see or hear about it again. While I do think that last paragraph is very over dramatic, it's really not that deep. Come on, bro. That one photo at the end of Xenoblade 3 ruined the entire series for you. I don't know about all that, but I agree with this Nia stuff. I don't understand where people are getting that from, that Nia is with Pythra as well. And even the fact that Nia's in there also doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Throughout the game, Rex's interest was clearly into Pythra, even though, yes, it's not outright stated that he was in love with them. Come on, bro, it's fucking obvious. And even Zeke said there at the end of the game in the credits, like, oh, sometimes you have to let go of the girl you love or something like that. So everyone knew Rex had feelings for Pythra, but not Nia. Nia had feelings for Rex, but it wasn't really reciprocal. Like he said, when Nia told him she loved him, he's like, yeah, I love you and all you guys. Like, he's just a nice guy. He loves all of his friends. I don't think he meant, like, he didn't mean it romantically. And I don't think he knew that's what Nia was talking about. But even at the end of Xenoblade 2, when Pythra came back as their separate selves, Nia even pushed Rex to go over to Mythra and Pyra because she knew that he had feelings for her, and she had to, like, deal with the fact that he didn't want her. So she just let him go with them. So I don't really see why Nia is there in the first place. Yeah, she had feelings for Rex, but it wasn't reciprocal as far as we know. So having her up in there doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Now I'm starting to think that the whole photo thing at the end of Xenoblade 3 was kind of just fan service, and it doesn't really make a whole lot of lore sense for Nia to be there. I mean, I guess over time Nia could have convinced Rex, or Rex started developing feelings for Nia because she got close to him. I don't fucking know what happened. We don't know what happened after Xenoblade 2 between then and the start of, like, Future Redeem when Rex showed up again. We have no fucking clue what happened. But just based on what we do know, it makes absolutely zero sense for Nia to even be in that polyamorous relationship to begin with, let alone to be interested in Pythra. She showed no interest in them throughout the entire game, only Rex. So what is this whole polycule shit about? But I think I've ranted about this long enough, okay? Like I said, it's a non-issue. I just think it's a goofy video to just make. All right, it makes for nice entertainment, and we can just have a chill, civil discussion in the comments, hopefully. because my past couple videos, people are, you know, being babies about it. But yeah, please, if there's like actual like evidence or anything to support it, please let me know in the comments, because I'm confused on where this polycule thing came from. I'm convinced it's just headcanon. I don't see anything supporting it other than it just being headcanon. So let me fucking know, please. But yeah, that's about it. See you next mission. Play some goddamn Xenoblade.